do. So engine, you'll notice that this has got the individual coil packs on top of here. That's because I've converted it from the standard Jimny onto the Suzuki Swift Sport, the motor. So it's got individual coil packs instead of the normal one, so it's a little bit different. The exhaust, here's the intake with the modified airbox and the modified airflow meter. Battery relatively new. In the front, this is just another port that goes up to the airbox just to give a little breathing. It does have a cap, so when you go off-roading you screw that on, it becomes watertight. There's the front. You still have the line at the bottom here for the fog lights. If you wanted to put another set of fog lights or something like that, it would still work with the original wiring and everything to that effect. There's the brake brake kit. You can see that they just fit inside there. The brakes are massive. There's the calipers up the top. You can, sorry for the focus or whatever, but very little gap there, but they do fit. Those are from the Vitara, so much bigger braking. At the back, it's also got discs. If I climb under here, show you a bit better. So it's got discs at the back, still work with the handbrake. There you can see the mechanism, suspension, adjustable. There's adjusters on there because they are rebuildable. Adjustable panhard rod at the rear, disc brakes there. I refreshed this axle when I broke the tab off that side, or was it this side, and then I did the whole repair, so recoated it. Wiring that I just needed to neaten up, and the camera that's fallen off. Reverse light, I had ideas to build lights into here, just never ever got around to it. Diff breather lines go up there. There's the Airlocker line, goes up that side. Yeah, spacer in the axle, not the axle, drive shaft over there. Got the zombie radial arm protectors on, can't really see it. I do have a transfer case bracket that's supposed to go there. I took it off and just never put it back on because I've never needed it. I've also got a front diff guard, took that off, didn't need it. Then that's the rear bumper over there, got a lick of paint and a clean up last time. There's the roll bar, so this window at the back there, I'll show you on the inside, clips out, just almost like the old SJ style, but it doesn't open the whole way. Then in the back, behind that panel, those 4 bolts there are for the air compressor. So the air compressor for the locker sits in the back there. This is all coated with that Raptor line of stuff. Yeah, it's got a couple of little marks in it, like over there and there. That's just from throwing stuff in the back. This panel at the back here, I've put 4 anchors in it as well, braced through the back. On that side as well, you can see them. The idea behind this one here was I was actually going to do a cutout in here and build a box to go in the back there for recovery gear, because there's a lot of open space behind it. Again, just haven't got into it. This is a custom canvas that's there, wheel jack, also little points at the back here, plate just to cover. This was all open, obviously the plastics have all gone from here. So that's that. Moving around, yeah, you can see the general bodywork is not too bad. These here have they've gone a bit dull from being in the sun. I have tried on occasions to put a little bit of not silicone spray, but a rubber restorer thing, and it actually comes out quite well, but obviously you need to recoat it a couple of times. This is the interior. So those are the custom door panels, speakers inside there, custom here. I do have somewhere, there's a little cover that fits inside here just to kind of finish it off. Interior, just knocked my head. Switches on the top there. There is a dashboard protector thingy-mabob. Car's dirty, I haven't cleaned it again. Radio that's there, trimmers. The only thing that doesn't work on this radio is if you push the button here to eject the CD, but that's never bothered me because we use the CDs anyway. It's got USB down here. This is the wiring that I said I was sorting out. I removed some of the sound equipment, so that's over there. All of this will get cleaned up by me. These here are the switches for the Airlocker. I could never ever decide where to put them, so they've just laid here, and I've used a wedding garter to keep them in place. yeah, here's the interior. This is the roof liner, quite retro. This bracket over here on the clip broke. I just haven't got another one from Zook Spares. Relatively inexpensive, just don't feel like paying a whole lot of money to ship it down. It's got the little bag over here on the front, whatever you call this, cubby hole, normal stuff going on over there. Then at the back behind, so this here is where I designed the back window. So this is just a piece of Lexan, it's not glass, it's Lexan. These here are the attachments to take this point out. So you remove this spring-loaded clip here, pushes up, this whole unit then unclips and clips back in. This window at the back here, so it's got this rubber mold along here. At the top, if you spray in here with a high pressure cleaner, it drips a little bit at the back here, but it doesn't leak when it rains. So that's all that. And the roll cage, which is joined at the back here, goes down, welds into the body, not onto the chassis, so that if you ever wanted to do a body lift, you could. But from a safety point of view, roll bar goes across there, comes down and welds into the floor over there. So it's very secure, it's not going anywhere. It's never given me an issue, never bumped my head because it's out the way. Those are the SL prototype rock sliders. From the front as well, you've got adjustable panhard rod here, adjustable springs, aftermarket springs there. There you can see the big brake calipers as well. They're quite big and bulky. The idea is still to give this a coat of paint just to make it look prettier. From a suspension point of view, you can see there it's got spacers in it as well. So that's a Zombie 50mm spacer kit with a 3-inch Jimny bits kit. I've mated the two together to make them work. And then these over here are the adjustable radial arms, so quite big and bulky. I have replaced the bushes at the back now with Super Pro bushes that also brought in from the UK. Working really well. Up front here, I don't think there's really much to add. I have got the bonnet scoop over there, which just then allows some fresh air over the exhaust. So yeah, as I mentioned, Bodywork needs a little bit of TLC in the future. Obviously, sitting out here in the Cape, it doesn't do it any good or anything like that. But other than that, mechanically she's sound.